1/3 of the world's trade passes through it. World's most populous country and the second biggest economy of the world is laying its claim over its area. Almost all the countries which are associated with this sea tries to put its claim over its territory. It is considered to be one of the most contested topics, and it is considered to be one of the most contested sea in the world. We are talking about the South China Sea. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the South China Sea conflict, and recently what is the conflict that has been raised between China and Philippines. So first of all, about the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then about the South China Sea background and the background of the Philippines and the China issue that has been raised. Then about South China Sea dispute, its history, what is the importance of the South China Sea, what is the 9-dash line of China, what are the disputed sites in the South China Sea or the disputed islands in the South China Sea, and in the end the prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is International Relations and India's Neighbors, and this is also important for quick facts from prelims. Geography perspective also with regard to map. So the news says China-Philippines tussle. So there is a tussle which is going on between China and Philippines, and both are countries surrounding the South China Sea. Everything you need to know about the South China Sea dispute. So let's begin. So what has happened is that Philippines Coast Guard on September 26 has removed a floating barrier. So they have removed a floating barrier which was placed by the China. So this was placed by China to stop the Philippine boats from entering into the disputed area in the South China Sea, and the Chinese Coast Guard, they have put a barrier which was 300-meter long barrier, and this 300-meter long barrier which was put by the China to stop the Philippines boats from entering at the Scarborough Shoal. So Scarborough Shoal is a island which is very closely associated with Philippines, and it is around 200 kilometers distance from Philippines. So what is happening is, like, imagine this is Philippines and this is the location of the Scarborough Shoal. So what China has done, they have put a 300-meter long barrier around the Scarborough Shoal entry so that Philippines ship should not be able to enter the area. Now let's see what has happened. So this is the issue which is happening. Now let's see that what is the dispute in the South China Sea, because what becomes important for you people is to understand first of all about the South China Sea, what are the disputed areas in the South China Sea, what is the 9-dash line of China, and why does China put its claim over the South China Sea, and what are the other countries associated with the South China Sea. So let's first of all know about the background. Before this, look at this picture. So this is China and this is the 9-dash line of China, and this area of the 9-dash line of China, China claims that this is the territorial region and this is the territory which China owns historically. So this region of the South China Sea is China's territory, while the countries surrounding it, like for example you can say Vietnam, then you have Malaysia, then you have the islands of Indonesia, then Brunei, then Philippines, then Taiwan. All these countries, they are raising concerns with regard to China's expanding nature of its territory, and they are saying that this is not only China's territory, we also have a say with regard to the South China Sea. And there are few places or islands in South China Sea, like for example Parasil Islands, Partley Islands, and then there is, which we recently have talked about, that is the Scarborough Shoal. So Scarborough Shoal is also an island in the South China Sea, and it is also a contested island like Parasil Island and Partley Island. So the Scarborough Shoal is located very close to Philippines. I'll just show you. Okay, this is Philippines. The capital of Philippines is Manila, and the Scarborough Shoal is located somewhere here in the South China Sea. So this is the Scarborough Island or shoal, which is very close to Philippines, and it is around 200 kilometers from Philippines. And now China is saying that Philippines cannot enter this, even though Philippines says that the Scarborough Island lies in the exclusive economic zone of Philippines. So now let's talk about the background. So in the year 2012, China and the Philippines have been in a tussle over the Scarborough Shoal, and both laid its claim over it. So even though Scarborough Shoal is very close to Philippines, which is around 200 kilometers, and Philippines say that Philippines claim that they have the right over the Scarborough Shoal, but China on the other hand also says that it comes under the 9-dash line of China. So both are claiming that Scarborough Shoal belongs to them, and that is the reason why China has placed a barrier and is stopping the Philippines boats from entering into the Scarborough Shoal. So sovereignty has never been established, and it remains effectively under Beijing's control. So now the sovereignty over the Scarborough Shoal has never been established by Philippines, because Philippines was not able to do that, but Philippines because says that it lies in the exclusive economic zone of Philippines, so they are also putting their claim over it, and it remains under the Chinese or the Beijing's control, which is capital of China, because of China's expanding nature and huge territory, and also their nature and power to expand, and is laying claims over the territory. And now there is a fresh controversy has once again brought the South China Sea dispute to the forefront, and this fresh controversy is between Philippines and China. Now let's see South China Sea dispute. Now first of all, what is South China Sea? So South China Sea, when we talk in terms of area, it is not a very huge or a very large sea. It is considered to be an Western Pacific Ocean arm. So it is considered to be an arm of the Pacific Ocean and the Western Pacific Ocean arm in the Southeast Asia, and it is bordered by countries like Brunei, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan and Vietnam. Okay, look at this map. So this is the South China Sea. This is the South China Sea, and this is China. This is Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, Philippines, Taiwan, and here are few of the islands of the Indonesia region also. So these are few of the countries, and then there is in between disputed islands like Persil, Scarborough Shoal and Spratly Islands. But now China, because being the dominant power in the South China Sea, has started to take control over the disputed regions in the South China Sea because of its huge economy and also huge navy and territorial expansion powers. So they have started to build roads, railways, radars, and also is building its naval bases in few of the disputed sites. Then countries have contested over territorial control in the sea for centuries, but as of now China seems to be a dominant player in the South China Sea. And recent years tensions have soared to new height, and one of the most strategically critical maritime areas. China eyes its control to assert more power over the region. And why South China Sea is considered to be so important? One of the reasons is that it is one of the most, and it is one of the most busiest route when we talk about the naval trade. Around 1/3 of the world's economy or world's trade passes through the South China Sea, and especially from the Strait of Malacca. Now let's talk about its history. So in the year 1947, China, under the rule of the nationalist Kuomintang party, so in the year 1947, China issued a map with the 9-dash line. So it is during this time when they issued the map of the 9-dash line, and they said that the 9-dash line, the area belonging to the 9-dash line historically belonged to the China. So the line essentially encircles Beijing's claimed waters and islands of the South China Sea. As much as 90% of the sea has been claimed by China, because almost complete South China Sea is comes under the 9 dash line of China. So let's see this once again. Okay, look at this line which is drawn. This is the 9 dash line, which China say that the area of the 9 dash line belongs to China. Okay, so China tried to stop other nations from conducting any military or economic operation without its consent, and it says that the sea falls under its exclusive economic zone. So China says that the complete South China Sea falls under the exclusive economic zone, and it also tries to stop the other nation from contending or conducting any kind of military exercise or naval exercise. And this is one of the reasons why the US is also very interested into the South China Sea nowadays, and its interest is also increasing because seeing the dominant scene which is created by China in the South China Sea, so that China does not control and does not hold control over the complete South China Sea. And that is why US and other global powers, many a times we will see that they encourage the other countries which are present in the South China Sea to conduct exercises in the South China Sea. Now about why the importance of the South China Sea, or why the South China Sea is considered so important. So according to the United States Energy Information Agency, it says that 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas is predicted to be present in the South China Sea. So South China Sea is a reservoir of the natural resources. So it has huge natural resources, especially in terms of oil and natural gas. And this is one of the reasons that why every country which is surrounding the South China Sea tries to put its claim over the South China Sea, because of the huge reservoir of natural resources present in the South China Sea. And South China Sea is also home to the rich fishing grounds, and on this fishing many of the people lives are dependent on the fishing which is being conducted in the South China Sea, and it is considered to be very rich for the fishing. Then more than half of the world's fishing vessels operate in this area, and almost you can say that the fishing economy runs around it. Then sea is crucial for trade route. As I've told you that around 1/3 of the world's trade passes through the South China Sea, because it is the South China Sea which connects the Pacific to the Asia, and especially the Asian continent. Then in the year 2016, over 21% of global trade amounting to 3.37 trillion transited through these routes. So this was in the year 2016. So imagine, since the time of 2016, this is 2023, the increase in the amount of trade that must have taken place. So you can say that first of all, it is a natural resource or a natural reservoir of the natural resources like oil and gas. Then very important for sea fishing, then sea trade, important trade route. You can give example of the Strait of Malacca, which connects the South China Sea with the you can say the Andaman Sea for India. Then it is also considered to be very good for fishing vessels. Then two of the most populous countries, like for example China directly and India implicitly, is connected to the South China Sea. So these are few of the points that why the South China Sea is considered to be so important. Now let's talk about the 9 dash line of China, and what is this concept of 9 dash line which is explained by China. I've showed you the image in starting only. Let's once again see it. Okay, this is China, mainland of China, and this is the 9 dash line which China claims to be their territory. So this whole area, China claims that this is theirs, and this is surrounded by the 9-dash line. So now let's understand about the 9-dash line. So the 9-dash line, it demarcates China's territorial claims in the sea on Chinese maps. So it says that the 9-dash line, China, from China's perspective, they consider that the 9-dash line, the area demarcated by the 9-dash line is theirs. This is what the China thinks, or this is what the Chinese people thinks. But all over the world, this theory is not accepted of the 9-dash line. Initially, it was the 11-dash line, but in the year 1953, it became 9-dash line. So, before 1953, it was the 11-dash line, which was even more extended than the 9-dash line as of now. But from the year 1953, the 11-dash line was reduced to the 9-dash line by China. And the line runs as far as 2000 kilometers from the Chinese mainland. And the whole area of the 9-dash line, China considered to be their exclusive economic zone. Then China's claim on the waters and islands is based on its historical maritime rights. So this is the reason or the logic which China gives, that the 9-dash line or the area or the territory of the 9-dash line belongs to China, because it was because historically the region belonged to China, and the region was discovered by the Chinese people, and China had historical maritime rights in those areas. Now let's talk about few of the disputed sites of the South China Sea. So till now we have discussed about the issue which has arisen between China and Philippines. Then we have discussed about the 9-dash line, and now we are discussing about the disputed sites of the South China Sea. We will be discussing about the major disputed sites in the South China Sea. Then we have discussed about the background of the South China Sea dispute. So there are three major contested issues, and that is first the Parasil Islands, then the Spratly Islands, and then the Scarborough Shoal. So the Scarborough Shoal has recently been in news, but we will be starting with the Spratly Islands, Parasil Islands, or Scarborough Shoal. So let's start with the Scarborough Shoal only. So Scarborough Shoal lies very close to Philippines, and there are 4 countries which claims Scarborough Shoal to be theirs, and first country which claims it is Philippines, then second is China, third is Vietnam, and fourth is Taiwan. So China, Philippines, Taiwan and Vietnam are 4 countries which claim Scarborough Shoal to be there, but majorly the contest is between 2 countries, and that is China and Philippines. So the Scarborough Shoal is around 200 kilometers away from Philippines, and the Scarborough Shoal is also known as Hualien Islands, and it comes under the Philippines exclusive economic zone, while both China and Philippines put its claim over it. And Beijing claims that the records show China's sailors discovered Hualien Island 2000 years ago. So China claims Scarborough Shoal to be theirs by giving the logic that it was discovered by the Chinese sailors some 2000 years ago. And they give the extensive records of visits, mapping expeditions and habitations of the shoal from the Song dynasty, which existed around 970 to 1279 AD. So this is the issue of the Scarborough Shoal, that both you need to know. First of all, the Scarborough Shoal, the location, it is near Philippines, around 200 kilometers from Philippines. Then the issue is majorly between China and Philippines, but it is not that only between them. There are 2 other countries, that is Taiwan and Vietnam, and Philippines claims it to be under its exclusive economic zone, while China says that it was discovered by the Chinese sailors, so they have the historical maritime right over the Scarborough Shoal. Now let us know about the Parasil and Spratly Islands. So let us look at the location. So this is the location of the Parasil Islands, and this is the location of the Spratly Islands. Parasil Island is situated to the north of the Spratly Islands, and Parasil Island is contested between China Vietnam and Taiwan, while on the other hand, Spratly Island is contested between China, then Philippines, then Malaysia, then Vietnam, and also Taiwan. But in Parasil Island, the two major countries are, first is China, second is Vietnam, and Spratly Island, the major countries are China, Philippines, and Vietnam. So let's see. So Parasil and Spratly Island, China has centuries old ties with them, and it was considered to be an integral part of the Chinese nation. As I've told you the logic, that historically the maritime right belonged to China, and it was and they also say that the majority of the islands were discovered by them. And Vietnam disputes the claim. It has actively ruled over both the Parasil and Spratly since the 17th century. So this is the claim which was put by Vietnam, and Vietnam also says that we have records that we claim that we ruled over the Spratly and the Parasil Island, and we can show the proofs also. And that is why there is a major dispute between Vietnam and China. And even though it is a disputed site, but China is still trying to build its naval forces on both the islands. So this was about Parasil and Spratly Islands. Now in brief, let us know about what does India do in this South China Sea dispute. So India is not a party to the South China Sea dispute. Directly, India does not indulge in it. Its presence in the South China Sea is to secure its own economic interest. So India does not put claim over its territory, but India has economic interest in the region. And the key element of the Act East policy, so India's Act East policy, India has started internationalizing disputes in the Indo-Pacific region, because India, if not explicitly is involved in this, but implicitly as a nation, no country wants that a dominant player should be there in one sea, because the sea or the international water belongs to every country and not one particular country. So this was about the South China Sea. We understood the issue, what is the dispute, its background, its history, what is 9-dash line, what are the disputed areas, and what is India's take on it. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.